Over here we have an XP farm, which nothing really special. Is a double. Oh yeah, zombie skeleton spawner side by side. That's right. And of course, I actually don't remember where you collect the loot here. That's a mystery. Over here is our entrance and exit. So on the sidebar, this will take us up. Actually, you know what? We will leave through this way. There's still more stuff to show in the base room. So heading back this way will take us to about the same place. That exit from the hub there. Oh yes, I set this up to help me determine which skin for D.Va I would get in Overwatch. I did this a lot, just using melons and pumpkins to decide which one of two I'd get. So here's the hub again. Coming out this way, we enter a close-up map room. You can see a huge area map here. That's so beautiful. I can't wait to show that off. We got this area out in the savannah. We have basically all the villages that is on a much larger map that we're about to look at. Oh, and I think this just because it looked cool. Alright, so we'll get to the map room in a moment. There's a sneak peek. So over here is more randomizers for things. Over here is the armory. And now just looking at the entrance, I am already disappointed. So we got some sets of armor, we got some goods, and we got the actual displays. Yeah. I kinda like this, but I think it could be redone better. Alright, so coming over here we have what was going to be the expansion for the underwater base as we go out underneath the ocean. Over here's a water pumping station. Yep. And this was going to expand to become something? Don't remember. And this was probably a staircase that went down to go down there. I don't know. But in any case. So next up is the map room. And here is just full of all the maps as displayed here. So, we again have control for the skylight, just like before. So over here is the project wall. This is where my big project of this world was made. So, the base island's up here, as you can tell. See this weird little shaped island? That's where my Savannah outpost is. I was going to build a town there. There was going to be a city built here in this little plains area. There was a plan back here in the hills somewhere to rebuild Skingrad from Oblivion in Minecraft. There was like the perfect hill or set of hills to build Skingrad, and I was going to build Skingrad. Also, I had plans for other cities here and there, and I can't remember where. But yeah. There was going to be stuff there, here. I think there's something down here. I know there was something in here somewhere, but I just don't remember. But, I think without any further ado, of course, if you wanted to look at it longer, you could have paused. So up here is my Elytra launching station. You had to build these fairly high in order to make sure you had enough of a chance to get liftoff. I'm not going to risk that. Even though I think we're on peaceful. Which I don't know why. I didn't realize that. So in here we have houses. Actually, nice interior. Not too bad. It's not the best, but it's not too bad. I think. We got our auto chicken cooker. Being on peaceful is also why I'm not losing any hunger. Here we have the stables, which are outside the barn. Here's the barn. Oh, that's a piece of functionality I forgot about. So, we have this collection system, so we'll bring whatever animal we wish to collect into this minecart, and it will send them off down below in this weird pattern. Let's just write it and show you. Actually, I don't think I'll be able to make it back up. Nope. And it's supposed to dump the animals off here into the base. Okay, so here in the nether real quick. This little nether outpost. And yeah, this was it, wasn't it? Hey, would you look at that? Nice find. So, next up, down here, is the path that I had planned to put through and connect up and make paths connecting everywhere. So as you can see, I just used daylight sensors because that's what I was using in the world before this, which I will probably do a whole video discussing that world since I can't show you because there's no existing screenshots. It makes me sad. In either case, this path comes through to a desert area with a broken down bridge here. And what I actually still kind of enjoy these kind of ruined desert mines. So, besides the fact that it took a long time to dig that out, I had to dig that out. There's a village here. It's actually still populated. Good. And then a path. Oh yeah, and you go down this way. And this will take you to the other exit. Right here. Yeah. Got some nice shapes and nice layouts, but I got some ugly builds. Yeah, not so happy with it. Back here is where this other village plan was. If it will stop lagging so much. There's this weird little peninsula that's jutting out in the river. And you can see coming back this way. I think this too became a nice little base. Or was supposed to become a nice little base. I really like the interior of this. I like the acacia and andesite and bricks. So there's some bits and pieces here and there. Room for expansion. And a patio. So, as you can see popping up over here, there is the start of the cantons. Okay, you should know what this is by now. This is Vivec City. Oh, I forgot this is my base. I gotta have one of those like that. This is Vivec from Morrowind on the Isle of Vardenfell. Technically, we would be looking south right now. Mainland Morrowind would be down here, and this is the southern tip of Vardenfell. So, as you can tell, if you ever looked at a map, this is pretty dang close. Got all these resources. We got some gear in case I died, which I did have to use a couple times. I think the best way to show off the city is to actually just board one of the cantons and go walk on it. As you can see, I also built up the land around it, made it detailed, made it look really good. I'm really happy with how that looks. The only thing I will say I'm not so happy with is just it's so monochrome. At least nowadays with more block options, it's a lot easier. I think I'm also remembering why I put on peaceful mode. It's because I never lit up the inside of these things. Because they even went as far as adding the... Oh, that's right. Only a few of them got the actual staircases like this one. I think this is like one of 2 staircases I built. And this is the arena. This is the canton with the arena in it. But here's the temple, which I'm actually really happy with how the facade of the temple turned out. And here is Vivec's shrine castle thing? Yes. Indeed. Ooh. Only did 1 dome? Even that impressive? Ooh. Yeah, I'm starting to remember why I loathe this project so much. This is also before Dark Prismarine Stairs, which I forgot were a thing that didn't exist for a while. Ooh. Boy, does that look ugly. Maybe I'll try and redo this someday. Now that we have some of this stuff again. Have, like, more blocks to work with? I will... This is where Dagger... Wait, what is it called again? Ebonheart, that's it. Ebonheart goes... Which I think is roughly fairly accurate where it should be. And up this path here, which I kind of terraformed at my leisure. Didn't really stay game accurate. But we have this nice little hilltop here, which has a nice little view, sort of. And we have a cave here. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I still am. So here's Vivec from above. It's looking really nice. I'm really happy with how Vivec looks. I won't lie. Despite the fact that I love to work on something like this again, especially this exact project again, let's say, I'm really happy with how it looks. Also really happy that I got these bridges looking fairly decent, but I bet I can do better now, especially with smooth stone. Oh, it's such a blessing. I must say, I'm both over and underwhelmed at the same time. Just because it's been that long. I can remember walking up to Vivec for the first time in game and just being at awe with how big Vivec is. And this is just kind of cramped. I think really realistically you would want your pathways to be like 4 blocks. So everything's 4 blocks wide and going around. That means this little interior space between this hallway and that is about the size of a room that you can access from the hallway about here-ish underground, or inside the build. Yeah, I will say I'm a little underwhelmed in the scale, but I'm overwhelmed by just the sheer amount of work that went into this, because I remember how much of a grind this was. Maybe, very much a maybe. I may do another Vivec City. I don't know. I don't know if I'll build another Vivec. I think I may definitely try to build another Elder Scrolls related project. Like, say, actually go through with making a Skin Grad or Whiterun. Actually, I really want to do the concept art of Windhelm and build that. Build it from the concept art, not the game. So taking the layout of the game and applying the concept art and building with that level of detail and size could be really cool and do a much more realistic Windhelm. That could be really cool. Or any of the other cities that had really good concept art but in game just were kind of underwhelming. Such as Whiterun? No, Whiterun. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy this world tour. I know this isn't the most exciting of the worlds. I hope Vivec was a treat and the map was pretty cool, just because the amount of time I put into both those projects. But I think I was only in this world for a couple months, much like the Promised Land, the last world tour I did. Which yeah, that was only like 5-6 months worth of work. This one had to be around about that same amount of time, maybe a little longer. Because I know I moved into another world shortly after for about 4 months. And that's when my computer died. And all the worlds but this one and that one got lost. All the others are gone. Which means I will be doing a video talking about my first ever survival world and my main survival world, 1.6 is what I called it, even though I started it back in 1.4, I think. But I called it 1.6 because I updated it every time the point updated, and then I just left it at 1.6, and it never changed after that. But, hope you all enjoyed. I've been Victoria, as always, and I will see you guys next time.